Hey, what's up, everybody? I figured I'd give a quick review of what I thought about the movie The Hate You Give, based off the novel. And I will say it's a very powerful and emotional story, particularly, like what's going on in today's society, particularly like with, police brutality and racism and, justice and trying to do what's right. And this particular story deals with the character of Star, who lives in a neighborhood of Garden, Heights, a predominantly black neighborhood, which is very crime ridden and full of gangs. And her brother Lisa, played by Regina Hall, figured it'd be better for Star and her older half brother Seven, you know go to this, mostly all white school called Williamson. Figured it's a way for them to stay out of crime and, kind of avoid like the criminal life that, Star's, father Maverick, nearly got into by this crime lord named King, which he ended up serving prison time for. But luckily, he was one of the few that was, able to escape, I guess reform himself and make a better life for himself and, for his family. And I would say for me, one of the most powerful scenes in the film was when Maverick was teaching his kids the dangers and about the about the police, and always just being black. I mean, well, it's also a blessing, but it's also a curse, and telling them to be watchful of the world surrounding them. And then of course that kind of thing happens to Star, when one of her friends, Khaled, one of her childhood friends, ends up getting killed right in front of her, by a white, cop, when the cop thinks that Khaled, had, a gun in his hand when it was actually, just, a hairbrush. And of course, in Star's case, the events make her like really, traumatized and things like that. And then she's like trying to figure out if she should like speak up, against, the brutally, murder of her, of her childhood friend, make a voice for her. So like her father says, you have a voice, you should use it, and it should never, be silenced, which is a, rather important message, because the way I see it, sometimes, standing up for what's right, in light of peer, pressure and, things like that, can be one of the most toughest things to do. And I will say, Amanda Stallenberg, who was known for Rue in the Hunger Games, and of course, her, the Rio 2 and everything does a pretty, good job, playing the character. And of course, KJ Apa from Riverdale plays her white boyfriend Chris. And then of course you got Sabrina Carpenter, formerly of Girl Meets World, plays Star's, inadvertently racist friend, Haley. So I would definitely say it could be like a possible contender for the 2019 Oscars, and it's definitely something I would recommend seeing, since it's like a very powerful, emotional movie that gets you to feel, and it's also has some humorous moments, but it's definitely something worth watching. So that's my particular thoughts on it. Okay, everyone, thanks for watching. Good night.